last word, but the line of Judah roar first. Freedom rings where the curse once stirred. The veil was torn, the heavens burst. Walking light can't hold me down. Faith don't beat, I shake this ground. Not by might, not by strength or sound, by spirit with glory bound.
Feel the fire rise, light in our eyes when the bass line hits.
Hello, welcome one and all to Cornerstone Games Live, which is an extension of Cornerstone Ministry, Cornerstone Live, Cornerstone Podcast. Please, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Thank you for joining this morning. Please like and subscribe. God bless you. Here I am, Michael Gaddy, creator of Robust Island, a farm simulator game I am working on through the gaming engine of RPG Maker MZ. I am pushing this engine to the limit with the help of ChatGPT. I am writing custom plugins and UI and all kinds of cool stuff. It is really an awesome thing that I've been working on. I can't wait to share an actual demo. I am hoping to have that ready by the end of the summer. I cannot make any promises because I am doing this sporadically in my spare time, but I should be able to work on it more in the summer because I will have a significant time off from work because I got a baby on the way. But we will see how things go. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for watching this after the fact. It's been live as well. So as you will, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except through him. That is John 14:6. That is the motto of Cornerstone Ministry. I might be a game developer, but I am a follower of Christ first, and I want you all to know that if you put your faith in Jesus, you'll have nothing to worry about in the afterlife. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, for whoever believes in him will not perish, but have eternal life. And if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. I got some awesome things to talk about today. I'm on Facebook and Twitch today. I figured I would not go live on my YouTube unless I'm doing an actual Cornerstone Ministry update or a devotional. But today I'm actually here to talk about Robust Island specifically. So that's why I'm on Twitch. I noticed that I usually get some kind of audience on Twitch, a little bit on Facebook. So here I am. If you're watching live, thank you so much. God bless you. So let's get into it. So if you've been following me on my main YouTube channel, which is at Cornerstone Ministry 316, you can email me to get on my mailing list and all that stuff. Cornerstone Ministry 316 at gmail.com. So please, if you'd like to be in my newsletters, if you'd like to get more updates in writing every week, or newsletters every month, please check me out. Send me an email saying I'd like to sign up, and hope to see you out in the streets with me. I am an evangelist. I am a soldier for Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus, for the privileges you give me today, tomorrow, and eternity. So anyway, Robust Island, I want to talk about it. I've got 3 devlogs over on YouTube right now, and the latest YouTube devlog I created was about my latest thing. So let me just tell you a little bit about Robust Island first. So one day, I'm playing Harvest Moon Back to Nature on my phone and through a PlayStation emulator, and I put in some cheats to make it so that I have basically infinite money. And I thought, wouldn't it be interesting if money wasn't an issue in this game for real, and that you had to more focus on the development of relationships instead of the tasks and grind of gaining money so you could buy more things, so you can upgrade things. What if you could actually just buy those upgrades right away, and you just have to wait for the townspeople to be like, I can't upgrade that right now. So I kind of got to thinking, and then I bought RPG Maker MZ last year, but I've been working on MV, which is the previous version of RPG Maker, and I just never really had time to get into MZ because I bought all these plugins for MV, And then I asked ChatGPT, I said, I'm kind of interested in making a farm sim. What would be better for it, MV or MZ? And it said, well, MZ could handle that a lot better than MV. And I said, all right. And you could write plugins for me, right? And it said, yeah. And so I started creating the character art through ChatGPT, of course. I started writing up a story about how this is going to work, what the storyline is, and it definitely has the flavor. Hey, thank you for tuning in. I'm just talking a little bit about Robust Island, a game that's hopefully going to come out next year, the end of next year probably, or early 2027. Actually, wait, that would be next year, or early 2028. I'm just kind of going into a little backstory about how I decided to start working on it. So I started just kind of fiddling, just writing up some stories and it very much follows the flavor of Harvest Moon Back to Nature. So if you ever played Harvest Moon Back to Nature, you're going to feel like this game is very, very similar. But there's a lot of differences. Even the art style of the background is very similar to and I did that on purpose. I want it to feel like a Harvest Moon. You have games like Stardew Valley and Story of Seasons, and they're like Harvest Moon, but they're so much different. The graphics are different, the mechanics are different, and the mechanics of this game are different too. All right, I don't have, for instance, when you take care of crops, I don't have you watering. Watering is just such a pain in the butt. I think it just makes, like Pokemon, right? You just put in the seeds, boom, the next day you got your crops, So I'm streamlining a few things because I want to put an emphasis on story and getting to know your townspeople and the events that go on and the holidays. And I haven't gotten to it yet, but I'm going to implement this very important mechanic. In Harvest Moon and all these games, they're very pagan. They're not Christian games. They're very pagan. In fact, Stardew Valley is pretty evil. You could actually sacrifice your children to the devil in that game. So I have none of that, right? And it's very pagan. It's very, you throw cucumbers and as a offering to a goddess in Harvest Moon. Like there's a lot of pagan evil stuff, right? So I decided, what if there was an island that was actually Christians, not Catholic, Christians, right? So I'm going to have a Sunday. Every Sunday, you're going to be able to go to church. And I can't tell you that the sermons are going to be different every week. Eventually, you're going to run out of different sermons. I'm only going to put in probably a total of 10 sermons. So they'll rotate, all right? But that's 10 weeks in the game, which, I mean, is only 4 weeks per season. So that's like it's almost the entire game, really. So you have 4 weeks per season, 4 seasons. That'd be 16 sermons. Actually, you know what? I could probably do 16 sermons. I mean, it wouldn't be like a full-fledged church service like you're there for a couple hours. It would be just minutes in game, of course. But the point is, this is going to be a Christian game. The people in the island are Christians. I mean, they're going to have regular human issues. There's going to be corruption. There's going to be promiscuity and things like that, right? Because that happens in real Christian churches. We're human beings, right? So it's not some utopia by all means, right? I mean, if you read the Bible, you know that the early church had a lot of strange problems, especially with sexual promiscuity. All right. So you're going to uncover things. You're going to find out that there's some weird things going on, that there are these demonic elves that live there for some reason, even though nobody wants them there. I don't want to give away too much because it's some juicy stuff, but it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really interesting to play. It's not about the grind. Even though you are going to be growing crops and taking care of animals, you're going to be doing all the farm stuff. But the focus is on the relationships with the townspeople. Now, there's 3 difficulties, and I don't make it too obvious that it's a difficulty, but there's 3 difficulties in the game. All right. When you get asked by the mayor what you're like, you have 3 options to say. You could say either A, I am very wealthy. which is the easy mode. You're going to start with $1 million. All right, you're going to be able to buy everything you want. B, you say I'm an average Joe, and that's basically the normal difficulty you would have from a normal Harvest Moon. And that would be pretty grindy. Basically, you could kind of turn down your grindiness. If you want an easy game that really does focus on those relationships, then you've got wealthy. If you really do want that Harvest Moon experience, then you choose average Joe, and then you are going to be grinding for a little while before you focus on the relationships, I guess, because that's how it is in Harvest Moon. And then there's hard. You can say I'm an ex-con. So not only do you not start with very much money, you start with kind of an average amount of money from the average Joe, right? But people are actually going to be harder to get them to like you. So it's going to be harder. Now, mind you, the girls will be easier to get to like you because they're attracted to that sort of thing, especially Corey. We'll get into her in a little bit. But actually, you know what? I'm going to bring up all the get to know the girls of Robust Island videos. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, cool. Well, those are loading up. I want to show you my latest devlog, and I admit I made a mistake. I should have turned the volume down of the footage that I have it playing over. And when I play the cutscene, I should have stopped the narration and let it play and then continue the narration. So I will talk over everything. I'll talk about everything that I go over in the devlog. So here it is. It's about a 5-minute video. My latest devlog number 3 for Robust Island.
Hello, welcome to another Cornerstone Games 316 devlog for Robust Island. It's been a couple weeks since the last devlog, so this is devlog number 3, I think. So here's the updates I have for you. I also have been posting a few different things here, so if you could please like, subscribe, and share, but also get on over to my Facebook page, Robust Island, and like that as well, and you can find all the updates and different videos that I share as I make them and put them up. But here we go. Here is the latest information. Devlog number 3 for Robust Island. So since the last devlog, development on Robust Island has shifted heavily from core systems into full world expansion and polish. At the start of this stretch, I finalized the blacksmith pipeline. The full 3-day crafting system is now working correctly, meaning when you place an order and time passes, you receive the proper item without glitches. I also fixed a long-standing issue where the blacksmith would sometimes stay permanently closed. From there, I moved into expanding the production chain. The mayonnaise maker was completed first, and then during a live stream session, I finished the yogurt maker, cheese maker, and yarn maker. All of them are fully functional and integrated into the animal economy. Animal products now flow cleanly from livestock to processing machines to sale. The milestone officially marked the blacksmith area as complete, including the path to blacksmith map. After that, I focused on strengthening NPC systems. I fixed multiple walking and transparency bugs for Harry and Angela, ensuring they transition properly between maps and reset correctly on the New Day event. Multi-map travel is now stable. The weather system was also refactored and simplified. I created a plugin extension that allows me to control weather state with a single switch at indoor entrances and exits. This significantly reduced complexity and made the system much easier to manage across maps. Farm sales are expanded as well. Cows, sheep, chickens, and feed can now all be purchased seamlessly.
You can just tell me what to do after everything! I can't stand it, Jimbo! I hate you, Jim!
Ruby's schedule in the hardware systems. Ruby's feed sales window is implemented between 10 a.m. and 1. One of the bigger narrative milestones player to normal gameplay. This makes the shift to stronger character-driven storytelling moments. I also added Jimbo to the world. He now has progressive dialogue that advances each time you speak with him. Though I do have to fix that. I realize that it's a little bit janky, so I will have to be fixing that. But yes, I have at least put it up. And he follows a full walking schedule around town. I've started keeping a master schedule log of characters to keep everything organized as the island population grows. Another important scope decision was restricting the gift system to only the romanceable girls. This dramatically reduces development overhead while keeping depth where it matters most. Townspeople will instead have a simpler system for gradually opening up through interaction. On the publishing side, the Steam store page has finally been updated and ready for review. Most recently, I integrated the inventory grid plugin correctly and ensured it works with both items and weapons. Though, as you see in this footage, there are a few bugs with it, so I am going to have to continue working on that. I added safeguards so players can't unequip gear if there's nothing available to replace it. Character movement on the Black and Chicken maps was refined, and I began building the library and shop hub map. I added Frank Stroganoff and Keegan Troy along with their walking schedules and introduced the Lumberjack map, which now makes the island feel geographically coherent as a whole. The inside of the library has been started, and upcoming work includes integrating Janet into the world and creating Kelly's introduction cutscenes similar to Ruben's. Over the past 2 weeks, Robust Island has transitioned from a system-focused build into a living, scheduled island with interconnected maps, functioning economies, and expanding character arcs. The foundation is stable, the world is filling in, and the island is starting to feel real. And that is the update for Robust Island. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you.
So there it is. Here it is, the devlog number 3. So a few things I want to talk about. I do still have to fix Jimbo's dialogue. I actually didn't get to the last session I had. I didn't actually get the chance to do that as I was working on something else. I was working on something really cool. Hold on a minute. My wife needs to talk to me. All right, oh, can you hear me now? All right, hold on a minute. I'm probably going to disappear. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. So what I wanted to say was I do have to fix Jimbo. I also have to fix the UI. Ever since I put in the slot system where there's 5 item slots, and then you can upgrade it later, of course. It got rid of key items, so I have to put those back in. Either that or just not use key items. I haven't decided yet. But it's coming along very nicely. The risk with changing UI like that is you hit bugs like that. So it's a lot of trial and error. But it's been a wild ride. It's been awesome. So I wanted to show off the girls, because every farm sim is also a dating sim. So it's pretty exciting. So here's the 5 girls, starting with Angela.
Get to know the ladies of Robust Island today. Here's Angela.
Hi, I'm Angela. I'm 25, and I work at the clinic here on Robust Island. I've lived here my whole life, so I guess you could say I know everyone's aches and pains, sometimes better than they do. I like taking care of people. It's what I've always done. Some days I wonder what my life would look like if I'd chosen something else. But this island has a way of deciding things for you. Still, I believe people deserve kindness and choice. I hope you'll stay a while.
So it's just a little snippet. Each one of these is just a little bit of a snippet about the girl. So here's Jennifer.
Get to know the ladies of Robust Island. Here's Jennifer.
Hey, I'm Jennifer. I work at the inn with my dad. Yeah, the grumpy one. I help haul supplies, fix things, and make sure the place doesn't fall apart. I'm not really the fancy type. I like baseball, getting my hands dirty, and being outside more than sitting around looking pretty. People say I should settle down or act more ladylike, but honestly, I'm happy being me. If you don't mind a little mud, a lot of hard work, and someone who'll always have your back, well, maybe we'll get along just fine.
So it's always, these farm sims are always part dating sims, so mine's no different. But of course, there is there's a Christian approach to dating with it. So here's Corey.
Get to know the ladies of Robust Island. Here's Corey.
Hey, I'm Corey. You'll usually find me working at the local shop. Though I won't lie, I'm way better after closing time. I love a good party, loud music, and nights that turn into stories you probably shouldn't tell. And you? Well, if you're sticking around, I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of fun together.
So Corey is the, if you've ever played Harvest Moon, Corey's the Karen character, whereas Jennifer is the Anne, and Angela is the Ellie from Back to Nature. Ellie was something, not a nurse, in other renditions of Harvest Moon. So here's Kelly, the Mary character.
Get to know the ladies of Robust Island. Here's Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly. You'll almost always find me working in the library, usually surrounded by books and trying to stay out of the way. I'm a little shy at first, but if you take the time to get to know me, I promise I can be a lot more fun than I seem. I love quiet moments, good stories, and people who are kind. Maybe we could write one together.
And last but certainly not least, Ruby, which is the potpourri character, which was my favorite in Harvest Moon, and honestly, Ruby's my favorite in this game as well.
Get to know the ladies of Robust Island. Here's Ruby.
Hi, I'm Ruby. I'm 18 years old. I'm the youngest of the bachelorettes on the island. I love farm life on the chicken farm with my mom Rose and brother Jimbo, getting my hands dirty and enjoying every day like it's an adventure. Some say I'm too immature, but maybe you can help me grow up?
So there's the 5 girls. Thanks to Sora and 11 Labs for the voices and video. It's an amazing world we live in with AI, to be able to do these things. So thank you for tuning in. I see one person watching. Thank you so much tuning in. I went to turn my camera on and I turned my mic off instead. So there's a lot of cool stuff with Robust Island. Like I said, one of the biggest features is going to be going to church on Sundays. The other is you're gonna be walking around. You're gonna see people walking around. You can visit the shop. You can visit the blacksmith. You can visit the library. Some of the girls will be walking around. Others will stay put in their spots. Like Kelly, for instance, she's basically always in the library. Angela, she's basically always in the clinic. Ruby, she's wandering around. Jennifer, she's pretty much always in the inn. And Corey, she's usually walking around, but she's in the shop some of the time too. And then, of course, there's their parents and other neighbors that you can meet. And so it's really cool. It's really cool stuff. You also have a dog, and you can check on how much he likes you. There's also, today I actually integrated a map system without ChatGPT. Actually, I did this all on my own. One of the first things I learned how to do when I started playing RPG Maker MV was this cool enter an aircraft thing. Although I used it for other things, and you can use it for other things. But basically, what you do is you take the geographical location of your character where he's placed, and you put them into variables, the X and the Y and the ID, and then you warp them to something else. So in this case, I warp them to the map screen. And based on where you are, what map you're on, because there's 12 maps. Actually, there's 15 maps. So each one of them has a corresponding switch number, or a variable number rather. So depending on what map you're in, will show you on the map screen what map you're on. It's pretty cool. And then, of course, when you hit the button, it brings you right back to where you were. So I knew how to do that by myself. So praise the Lord for me retaining information from. See, the last few years I've been just messing around with MV, different projects. Nothing came of them besides just training. But now I'm officially ready to really do this game. I've already paid the fee on Steam. It's going to be on Steam. I'm probably going to put it up for free, or maybe like $1.99 or something. I guess they'll give you back the fee if you make enough money. So maybe I'll charge like $1.99. I don't believe in charging for art. I really, really don't. But maybe I want to recoup that fee. I don't know yet. But the point is, it's going to be free or very close to it. And I want you to enjoy it. This is something that's a passion project of mine, and I want you to enjoy it as much as I do. And I do enjoy it. I can't wait till more than the skeleton is done, till I've got some of the guts and the heart in it. Right now I'm just building the skeleton. I've been doing this since the last week of December, so I mean it's come a long way. I've gotten a lot done in just those 3 months. Well, more like 2.5 months. December, January, February. Now we're in March. Like 2.5 months ish. Was it the 14th? No. No, it's the 6th. Yeah. So yeah, 2.5, 2.25. The point is, I got a lot done. So hopefully I can continue to be working on it like this. Like I said, it's in my spare time. Limited spare time at that. I'm usually working late in the mornings, like from midnight to like 4 a.m. working on this on Fridays and Saturdays, sometimes Thursdays. And if I have a day off from work because of snow, I'll do it then as well, like I did last night. So, there is a lot to do. I have a lot of characters to put into the world and make them walk around and make them talk. I've got the mayor walking around a little bit. I haven't completed him yet, but I haven't given him any dialogue, so he's just a guy walking around. But it's really cool. I have it based on time. I have a time system. I have a weather system. I have a season system. And the coolest thing about this is all these other farm simulators, they start in spring. I decided to start in the middle of winter because it always starts after New Year's. And I believe New Year's happens in the winter, not the spring. So I wanted to try to make it resemble real time a little bit more. It's still 4-week seasons, so it's still a bridge time, of course. Nobody wants to play 100 days of winter, right? But it starts in winter, so that's where you can really start getting to know the townspeople and their schedules. And then by the time the spring starts, you'll already kind of have relationships built as you start to grind, growing crops and selling crops and all that good stuff. And I even have the merchant purchaser, Zach. He's you can summon him through the storage bin. Eventually you'll be able to buy a cell phone and you can summon him anywhere, anytime. That's going to be really cool. I can't wait to implement that. I've got a lot of great ideas. Oh, hey, 2 people watching. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Please, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, share, all those good things. And this is Robust Island. You can also check me out on the Facebook page, Robust Island. Please like that page as well. I generally post a lot of clips and stuff on there and posts as well. And of course, you can find me on YouTube at Cornerstone Ministry 316. That's my main YouTube channel. That's where I post things about this. And it's also where I post my main Cornerstone Ministry videos and preaching videos and evangelism and all that good stuff. So please show me some love through the likes and subscribes and everything like that. And if you're interested in Robust Island, please go on to Steam. I think you could do it now. Type in Robust Island and wish list it. The more wish lists it gets, the more popularity it can get. It may not be ready on Steam yet. I think there's still a few things I have to do. I'm going to try to do that tonight. But yeah, I'm super excited about this project. I'm in love with this project. It is a passion project of mine. So please show it some love and show it some. And I hope you're as interested as I hope you are, as I would be, as I am. I love doing this project, and so I hope you'll enjoy it when it's ready. Let's see. I think I can add another video here. I want to show off one more thing here. Yes, here it is. We just gotta wait for that to load up. So this is the first cutscene that I made for Robust Island. I think this is the one that's unedited. In game, it'll be a little less choppy. Sora makes these things kind of choppy sometimes. So here we go. Here's that little cutscene when you first meet Ruby.
You think you can just tell me what to do after everything? I can't stand it, Jimbo! I hate you, Jimbo!
So yeah, that's a quick 10-minute little thing. As you saw in the devlog, there's some music playing in the background, and I edited it so that the door doesn't close twice. But that's like the raw video that Sora gave me. So as you see, AI is certainly not perfect. You do have to edit it in editing software to get it just right. But it's really cool to have these tools. I'm super excited for it. Super excited for this project. There's so many things I could talk about. I don't want to give too much away. But production is well in, and development is going well. Like I said, I'm hoping to have a demo by the end of the summer, if not certainly by the end of the year. And I'm hoping that I will have the full game ready by the end of 2027 or early 2028. Again, I can't make any promises because it depends on how I can keep the workflow. If I can keep the workflow going, hopefully I can. So far, so good. And we are going to be moving, so that could affect the way I'm able to work, especially in my new place, wherever that may be. Might have a different way I set things up. So that could affect the way I work as well. But if everything goes well, I'll be working hard every weekend at least once a weekend, maybe twice. Depends on the day and the weekend and everything else and how tired I am too. You know, I have a family, I have church family, I'm evangelistic, so those things come first. You know, this is like a passion project in my spare time. So you know, I'm a one-man show right now for this. But again, it's called Robust Island. Check it out on Facebook, check it out on YouTube. And if you can, wishlist it on Steam. Might not be there yet. I can't remember if they finally approved it or not. I think they did. But either way, show the project some love the best you can. It's all free. Just to like, subscribe, and wish list. That's all free. That's the best thing you can do. If you do feel led to donate, you can also do that as well. Do I have the QR code still? I don't think I do. Oh wait, here it is. Yeah. So if you feel led to donate, right in the corner there is a QR code. That'll bring you to my equipnet.org website where you can donate to Cornerstone Ministry, and proceeds can either go to this or to evangelistic needs. So either way, you're helping me preach the word, because this game is a vessel for preaching the word. Like I said, Sundays are going to be, whenever it's Sunday in this game, you're going to be able to go to church and you're going to be able to hear the word. So praise the Lord. How much time we have left? Okay. "26 minutes. All right. Right on." So I'm really excited. I really am. I'm putting a lot of love into this project. I'm trying to get it just right. I'm trying to make sure it's not janky and it works, and I'm trying real hard to get to the point where I can put out a demo. That is the next major step, is to get a demo built. I'm probably still months away from that, because there's a lot of bugs I have to take care of and a lot of skeleton I have to build still. But there's a lot of systems that I already have ready to go. It's amazing. Like the crop system I have ready to go. Boy, did that take me a long time to get right. The animal taking care of system as well was really tough to get right, but I got it. I have a cool UI where you can hit ranch and you can it shows you the animals. You can rename the animals as many times as you like. So if you name a cow Rosie and you're like, you know what, Rosie's a dumb name for a cow, I'm gonna name it Freddie instead, you could do that. So it's really exciting, guys. It's really, really exciting. If you like farm sims, you're gonna love this game, and I can't wait to get it out to you. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're watching after the fact, it's been live, thank you so much for watching. Guys, please check me out on YouTube at Cornerstone Ministry 316. Guys, I love you, and Jesus loves you, and God bless.
Let me speak in tongues! No interpreter. What? Shabba dabba dee robo shabba kai. Hooba baba bam.